All right, so no sooner did I do my video on the president and his orange minions cryptocurrencies than we have legislation coming out of both the Senate and the House of Representatives on the establishment of an American stable coin. Now, a stable coin is interesting. It's a cryptocurrency, but it is backed by a government-issued fiat currency like the dollar. So it's basically a crypto coin that is, according to the legislation as it's written, a one-to-one correspondence to the dollar. All right. Now, this is a bipartisan bill, and I'm not going to get in the weeds in this video on the particulars of a banking regulation and legislation, because that would be really boring. But it does set up a regulatory regime for stablecoin that should, in theory, help this particular kind of cryptocurrency maintain a stable value in a market. Of course, there's a couple questions that go along with this. The first question is if you are using a cryptocurrency that's already pegged to the dollar, just use the dollars. I mean, what can you do with the stable coin that you can't do with the dollars? You can't even do really good money laundering if these regulatory impairments are in place. So what's the point of the stable coin except for maybe some kind of a fad currency or something along those lines? That's question one. Question two is, well, just like any piece of legislation, it looks like these acts, it's called the Stable Act and the Genius Act. The Stable Act is coming out of the House of Representatives. The Genius Act is coming out of the Senate. Like the real stable genius, you get it? You get what they did there? Isn't that that's pretty funny? Anyway, these acts are coming out of the House and the Senate, and will our administration favor one? It looks like they favor the Genius Act over another. Will these bills come together in reconciliation and be reconciled and then, go out? It does look like these bills have some bipartisan support, but just as with any piece of legislation coming out of the committee and going to the floor, the devil is going to be in the details. The devil is going to be on the amendments and the riders that are attached to the legislation, which brings up the third question. The third question is, do we trust this administration and this majority party with passing this legislation?